I'm happy for the initiative taken by the Sathya Sai Organization to sign a memorandum of understanding or agreement with us, with the Ministry of Education. I hope this is going to be of benefit to the school. When I was told that this was a school that I hadn't visited, I asked the Permanent Secretary, are the classrooms already up, or are they looking for some grants from us? I said, no, the classrooms are already up, and it's a new school is one that you haven't visited. So I'm glad that this opportunity to visit the school. I'm informed that the school began with a roll of only 20 students. 20 students in kindergarten and 15 students in class 1. At present, the roll, as I see in the classroom there, is quite large. It's about 160 odd students now attending the school, 161, according to the notes I have in front of me, from kindergarten to class 8. So the Sai Organization is dedicated to the service of humanity, as we heard from the professor this morning, irrespective of race, religion, or any other creed. We all try to do that in the schools which we had and where we work. Some of us are very successful in doing so, some not so, but much depends on the support of the public for whose children that you're providing schools. The Institute of Sathya Sai Education was established in July 2006, I'm informed, to promote education in human values. Professor told us something about that. Human values is something we want to encourage in the schools where we work and that are under our control. The ISSE has developed an education in human values program for primary and secondary schools in Fiji. I'm glad that a few of these programs have now gone into the values area, because one of the difficulties I had when I was Permanent Secretary for Education was having to identify from the syllabuses then that were used in our school the value part of the education that we teach. The value part in mathematics and history and English, unless we are aware, that what we teach is of value, there is very little substance in what you tell your children. And the children must go away, leaving your classroom and leaving the school, having understood what human values are that they need to preserve. So I thank the ISSE in developing the Education in Human Values program for primary and secondary schools in Fiji. The program is used, as you heard, in a number of countries, such as New Zealand, in Thailand, I'm told, in Singapore, in India, in Australia, and in Latin America. The Institute has also provided EHV resources and conducted workshops for primary and secondary teachers. I hope that work, will extend to other schools. But now that we're going to sign an MOU with you, I know that the Ministry of Education is going to take some of your experts, to use in the courses that they will give to their teachers in Fiji. The aim of the MOU between the Sai Organization and the Ministry of Education is to establish a partnership, as you rightly said, to facilitate the operations of the Sai school. And that will also enable the ISSE to formally train primary and secondary school teachers in EHP. Once you sign this MOU, you know that you can be called upon at any time by the Permanent Secretary for Education to conduct courses in a school. And likewise, the Ministry of Education is obliged to assist you in what you want in doing your work. The MOA will formalize the terms and the conditions concerning the responsibilities and the contribution of the parties with respect to the delivery of education services and the staffing needs of Sathya Sai Primary School. and Sathya Sai Kindergarten, the Sai School. The ministry will look into the provision of teaching staff, the resources and training to teachers of the school curriculum and all forms of assessment for students and teachers, and school grants and other assistance that may be offered by the Ministry of Education to you. In doing that, we expect the Sathya Sai Education and Human Values program. In this universal program that you've developed, values-based on teaching program for children of all cultural, tradition, and faiths, the 5 core human values that you teach, and that all schools are trying to do, the values of truth, righteousness, peace, love, non-violence. These values are universal, transcend all races, as you know, all religions, and are equally valid in all periods of time and in human history. It enables young people to appreciate themselves and others, and to take greater responsibility for their own actions in relationship to the world around them. The program helps to tackle issues such as bullying in school, cybercrime. We all know what that is. But now that the kids are now being introduced and quite vigorously into computers, they will get to know what that is. The antisocial behavior, and provide a foundation for global relationship. Learning takes place through experimental lesson plans based on teaching techniques. In conclusion, I'd like to say that today marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Ministry of Education and Sathya Sai Organisation relationship. We acknowledge the partnership between the Ministry and the Education and Sathya Sai Service Organisation. The Ministry will continue to support initiatives that will encourage education for all and building a knowledge-based society for our country, Fiji. So thank you. Professor.